Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Rachel. I go by Rachel Ray on the internet, not the chef. And today I'm here to share a little bit of cross stitching with you. First, I hope that you're all doing well. I hope that you're staying safe and that you're staying nice and healthy and that you're enjoying your craft no matter what it is. Today I have a combination of cross stitching and knitting to share with you because it's been about a month since I uploaded. And we have to find a winner for last week's last video's giveaway. It took a while. I'm so sorry, but we're here now. Just a little bit about me before I get into it, because I don't know if you're subscribed or not. If you decide that you'd like to, that'd be awesome. If not, that's fine. I totally understand. But people ask me all the time. I am an American that lives in Ireland. I live in the south of Ireland, and I moved here like 8 years ago. So it's been a little while. Been a little while. So I have a little bit of a southern accent, and I'll have a little Irish twang too. I am a crafter. I mostly diamond paint, cross stitch, and knit, but I do dabble in other things too. We're going to talk about that today. Not the diamond painting, of course, but the fiber arts for sure. I hope you have a cup of coffee or tea or water. It's been very hot in some parts of the world. I personally have not been affected by that too much, only a little bit. But anyway, we're here to talk about cross stitch. Let's do the giveaway first. So last week's giveaway, I was giving away a chart it's called Be the Kind of Stitcher. That kind of stitcher. Be the kind of stitcher when you arrive, the LNS owner says, oh, she's here. You can always customize this if you'd like to. And I'm just going to go ahead and grab the information. So this is just going to take a second. I'm going to edit this out so you don't have to see me do this. Okay, so we have a winner. The winner of this pattern is user Kathy5Boys. Catherine, thank you so much for your comment. She says, I'd love to see you set up your Flossology binders. I need to do that. I like the idea of a master set, and I went the Annie's Keepers route. The life of a stitcher. Thank you so much for filling in my new Happy Mail form. If you haven't done so already, the link is down below in the description box. Please fill that in if you would like to enter in for a future giveaway. The BIRB box. Okay, y'all know that my friend Jessie at Mislaid Pages here on YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, everywhere, has made a cross stitch box. It is not a countdown box. It is just a box. It's a box that has cross stitch patterns, cross stitch fabric, silk, and other stitchy goodies. You can also get the smaller box version. Y'all, okay, you know February. I'm gonna put this in the beginning of the video. I'm gonna splice this into the beginning. February is what we call February here on my Flosstube and on her Flosstube. She started it. Now I have to do it because she's my friend. But February is where we stitch all the little birbs or birds in the month of February. And we've been doing it for, how long has it been now? 2 years? I think she started in 2020. Yeah. And now she has created her own cross-stitch box, like a luxury cross-stitch box, and it's going to have everything that you need to start the project. So I've heard, believe. Jessie, if I'm wrong, please tell me. But she has two options, and I would love it if you would go over to her website, www.mislaidpages.com. I'll have a link down in the description box below, straight to the project, straight to the product so that you can have a look. But basically, she's dyeing fabric for the projects in the box. It's really cool. Now I have like special insider information because I have friend kudos and stuff. And I'm totally rubbing that in because I know how amazing this is. And I know that so many people are really going to love it, but you need to pre-order it soon. I think that pre-orders are going to stay open until the middle of August, so you don't have too much time left. If you would like to go ahead and make a purchase now, please, please, please go over there. I know that a lot of people need to schedule their cross-stitch purchases, especially if they're on the higher dollar amount. But just so you know, you can get the deluxe, like the big box, and you could also get the like smaller box. It does not come with fabric, but it does come with the 3 exclusive patterns that are coming to that box. I think it's 3. Michelle Bendy, Dee's 20 Stitches, and Miss Slade Pages herself is actually going to make her own pattern. So amazing stuff. Please go check it out. And I was not forced to say that, but my little squirrel brain over here could not remember to think of that first when I sat down to do cross stitch. Talk all about cross stitch. Okay, so let me just bring back up my computer. Okay, so we can see. I would like to start with finishes first. So we're going to talk finishes, and I don't have new finishes, but I have finishes that are now fully finished, and I'm super excited to finally share these with you because it has been a long time coming. I have an entire pile of stitching that needs to be fully finished, and what I had done is I had purchased a journal from Twisted Rabbit Creations. This was a collaboration between Michelle Bendy and Twisted Rabbit, and Michelle Bendy made a pattern to go with this, to go on the front of this, and it is called The World is Odd and Sometimes Wonderful. That's actually what it says. It's called Odd World. Odd World. You can find that on our website. And so I was on Twitch, was it last week or the week before last? And just got up on a whim, decided that I wanted to finish some pages in my journal. So are you ready? We're going to take a little tour. This is my first page. This is actually the intro to the journal from Twisted Rabbit Creations. So I wanted to keep this because it was just so pretty. It was too pretty not to keep. And then we open it up. And here I have some friend mail from various people. Marissa, Pippa. I have a needle book. I wanted to keep this like small animals like hedgehogs and chinchillas and what is this again? Oh, I can't remember what that's called. It doesn't, well, I think it did say on the back of the card, but no, I can't. Any of my Aussie friends know what that is? So this is just like an honor of my friends. I forgot to give you a little content warning. This has a bad word. Which you can't see right now. So if you need to go away, you can. This is my Stitchy 2020 piece, which is Hugh Laurie in some really crazy random colors that my friend Miss Coffee, who's a YouTuber as well, she sent me this package of super neon floss, and I used it to do Hugh Laurie's face. I also picked up these ribbons from, I think it was Michael's, and this one just went with it because of how ridiculous it is. So you've probably seen this finish before. It says hydroxychloroquine, and there's a coronavirus in the O. And then on the other page was a challenge, a speed challenge that we had to do. And in the blank space here, I'm going to write about the project. I haven't done that yet. I was waiting to let everything glue down. So that was like the first thing that I finished that was small enough to put in the journal. And then I'm just kind of going in a random order from here, I think. So next up is a Michelle page. I'm calling these Michelle pages because, you know, they're going to be dedicated to the person who is featured, right? So Michelle sent me this beautiful card, and it's a really sweet little note that she sent me. Okay, I'm so sorry. I got interrupted by dogs. So Michelle sent me a beautiful letter here. I put it inside of this gorgeous other card that I got from someone. And I am planning on writing again in these blank areas. I'll be decorating a bit more, but I wanted to show you my finish. So this right here is Sew Dry Set Wet. This is actually from this pattern right here, a Prairie Schooler. And it only took me like 2 days to stitch it. I changed the colors, put my initials in instead of having ABC. And it is super cute. I am going to be giving this away. I'm going to pass this on. So if you'd like to get this, make sure that you fill in the Happy Mail form while you are listening to me talk right now, and then I'll give you details at the end. But yeah, I found this piece of rope, and these beautiful flowers were made by a friend of mine named Annie, and I found this rose card as well, because I keep all of your cards. Like anybody that's ever sent me a card, I have all of them, and I keep them for this now. This is what I'm going to use them for. And after this one, I was like, okay, let's do one more, right? We did this over on Twitch, so if you're not following me on Twitch, it's www.twitch.tv/Rachel Ray Craft. And you can find me there on Tuesdays and Thursdays for sure. But this was the last page that we did together. And this is my little Halloween page. So it's not finished yet, but look. It lights up. My pumpkins light up. So let me give you a tour. This is also Michelle Bendy. This was a Patreon chart, which you can now get. It's part of, it's one of the Hildas that she made. And I entered into a little competition to be a model stitcher, and I used some really funky flosses. Then I have parts of a Halloween card down here. We lit stuff on fire, and I made this spooky little face. And then I've got this little progress keeper that I got. It's from Python Charms in Ireland, and it was I think it was part of the Buffy the Vampire Slayer series that he did. But regardless, this is the page layout. Oh, and this is a needle minder. This is from the 805 Stitcher. I have the bag as well with the pumpkins and the big floofy black cats. But yeah, I have more to put on these pages. I am planning on putting another stitch over here. So, oh, and I think that's coming off. It's glued. It's glued enough. But that's what we did. I'll turn off the lights now. And I have lots and lots. I did glue some pages together to give this more heft. I should have done that here, but lesson learned. So that is a little tour. Oh, and yeah, I did manage to put the Never-Ending Story. This was a little pin. I managed to get that stuck to the bookmark so that that can go into the journal as well. But yeah, just bits and bobs, and honestly, it was a really fun time putting it together and collaborating with people, because I have a hard time making decisions. I don't know about you, but I have a really hard time making decisions, and just having friends around who are wanting to help or give me ideas, it helps motivate me. So I'm going to put that project back in there, and I won't forget. Okay, so I'm just going to do it now. So if you'd like to get this little tiny happy mail that I got from Michelle Bendy. I'm willing to pay it forward. Please write the word prairie, Prairie, somewhere in your comment. Be awesome if you could write me a sentence or story or whatever, but if you could use the word prairie in your comment, I will draw a winner, but you must have filled in my happy mail form. If you haven't filled it in, I'm going to draw a new name, and I'm only going to pick people who have filled in the form. That way I can contact you by email so that I can get your address. It's a way of you giving me permission to contact you, and I can no longer take your full address and store it in a document due to GDPR, so I must only get your email address and then ask your permission for your actual physical address. But I'm willing to pop this into an envelope and send it to you. Just please write the word prairie in your comment below. And that's giveaway number 1. But that was the finishes portion of my month. That's all I've finished, fully finished this month. Just gonna pop it over there on the bookshelf behind me. Let's talk new starts. Now, I haven't officially started this yet, but I am about to. This is a pattern by Barber Ana. I'm going to pop it here on the screen so that you can see it. Called Santa, the Dove, and the Key. Now, a little backstory. There are a series of Barber Ana patterns that have Santa riding animals. And we can't tell if they're giant animals and tiny Santas. We just, wait, like, are they giant animals or tiny Santas? Which way does it go? We don't know. Michelle is currently stitching on one with a snail with a Santa on it, and I picked the Santa with the dove. And if you were on my Twitch stream the other day, you would have seen that I had a giveaway, and I was giving away a Barber Ana pattern. You could pick whatever animal you wanted. Turns out that I had to actually buy the gift card. I couldn't actually buy and send the email PDF. But anyway, it worked out in the end, and they got what they wanted. Johanna won and got the Santa riding a bunny. There's a Santa riding a bunny. Barber Ana is a genius. Anyway, this will be my first Barber Ana, and you've seen the picture. I have pulled everything from Stash, and I am going to be stitching on Muad'Dib by Lapin Loops. This is a gorgeous, my camera doesn't, it's super, super sharp today. So you can see all of the lines and everything. This is the color, and it is a beautiful, very open weave linen, 28 count. And the colors, the called for colors, I have some of them, and they're DMC. So there's some of them. The floss is very kinky because they came off of bobbins. I want to use floss drops. I've moved over to floss drops, so they're gonna hopefully straighten out a little bit. But I didn't have any ecru in my stash, so I've pulled a stash color, and this is just the kind of off-white that I'm going for. This is going to be the color of the house and the snow. And I think paired with these beautiful, rich, deep chocolates, that's going to look amazing. And then the Santa, I'm thinking of doing a color conversion for the skin, a skin tone conversion. But I'm going to worry about that when I get to Santa, because I saw the pattern, and the skin tone that is called for, I think it's 37... Oh, I can't remember now. It doesn't matter anyway, but they call for a peach colored Santa, and I'm just not, I'd like to see more representation when I have skin color. So, if you've been here for a while, you know this about me. But it's only 12 stitches of skin color, so, or less. So I'll get to it when I get to it. But I have it all ready to go and I'm super excited. It's very, very brown, but it's super rich and pretty. And I know I need a new start, like I need a whole head, but hey. And if you're wondering, this is the way that I am storing my fabrics in my stash now. These are comic book boards and they make it really easy to find the color you want. Instead of having to because I used to have them in a tote box that they were just stacked up on top of each other. And when I was searching, I was just moving them like this. But now it's much more compact and easy to find things. So just a little explanation. I only have 2 more things to show you, I think. Yes. I have a partial, well, I wouldn't call this a finish either, but if you've been here for a while, you know that I'm working on the Witchy. I have hiccups all of a sudden, I'm really sorry. Witchy Stitchers Cryptid Stitch Along. Are you all right? Are you all right? Witchy Stitchers Cryptids Stitch Along. And I started and finished Jackalope this week. This weekend is 24 hours of cross stitch weekend. I was about to say 22. 24 hours of cross stitch weekend. And my goal was to finish 1, if not more. And I'll tell you why I didn't stitch anymore, but I did manage to do Jackalope and the border here. The next cryptid that was charted in order was Yeti, but I don't want Yeti. I want Bigfoot, and they are the same size. So I'm actually just going to stitch Bigfoot in this place instead of Yeti. So that's super duper exciting. If you're wondering, my border is all finished for this stitch along. It actually wrapped up in, was it January or February of this year? But I've been going really slow on it just because I've had I had quite a few blackwork patterns that I was working on last year. I got really into it. I'm doing my Long Dog Samplers New Normal in all black as well. So I kind of got 310'd out, if you know what I mean. But this is a really cute stitch along and I want to finish it. I want to finish everything, but I'm focusing on getting this done. So this one is out for a little while, probably for the rest of the week at least. My goal is to at least get 1 more creature done. I want to get at least Bigfoot done and then I can move on. I just need to make sure that it fits. I'm pretty sure that it's definitely this wide. It's 36 stitches wide. I just need to measure its height. I think they're the same height as well. And then I will put Bigfoot in there. I really wanted a Bigfoot and the Popelick or Goatman up in the top corner, but we've got some exciting ones coming up. We've got Kraken, Deathworm, Mongolian Deathworm. Who else is on there? I can't remember. Luna can't remember either. Or maybe she does remember, but she doesn't speak English yet, so. That is my current progress on cryptids. And the last time you saw it, I was on Frogman. So that is that. Finished for now, I guess. Finished until next time. And then, let me just go ahead and put the stitch through because, you know, hanging threads and all. This one is my Trance Pride Tapestry by D's 20 Stitches. And with Fluffy, this is featuring Fluffy. Last time that you saw Fluffy was only finished to here. Nothing here or beyond here was finished at all. So got lots of progress in on this last month. This was my focus piece for Pride Month. And while it doesn't seem like a lot, this was the majority of my stitching in the month of June. I did not stitch a lot. That is the truth. I think I stitched maybe 3 or 4 days of June, and it was just that life was really busy. I didn't even get to film. So this has been, well, I wouldn't say June. It's like the end of June, early July. I kept going anyway. You know, Pride is year long anyway. So yes, this unicorn is in progress, still on the Q-snap, still being worked on. Just my Stitchy bug had kind of got up and left for a couple of reasons, and I explained why at the end of last Flosstube, but I will have a little bit of a life update at the end of this video as well. Hopefully one that's not too rambly. But yeah, I'm using Dinky Dye's silks and Whisper Floss in combination with DMC for the body of the unicorn. But I absolutely love this. I think that the style is amazing, and since starting this, the Lesbian Pride Tapestry has come out with a beautiful new unicorn. You must go see it. And I've actually ordered Almond M&Ms. Oh, I'm not using Dinky Dyes. I'm using Almond M&Ms. I'm so sorry. With Almond M&M silks. So I have them here so you can see them. Oh, and that's where those scissors went. Here's my Almond M&Ms silks. And this contraption is from Bags Plus on Etsy, Bag Z Plus. Keeping that out because I'm actually stitching with that color. And you can fold your flosses in like so if you want. But I've ordered, I digress, Lesbian Pride Tapestries silk floss pack has arrived at my friend Jessie's house, and I will be getting those from her probably next year when we meet up for Stitch North. I am going to Canada next year for Stitch North, so if you are going to the May weekend of Stitch North, I will see you there. And I'm really excited about it. But yeah, I'm happy that I got the Almond M&M silk pack for that as well. You can find her silk pack available on her site. And Ymir is a fantastic dyer, so I'm happy to have gotten those. That is literally all the stitching that I have to share with you today, but I do have some knitting to share with you as well. So let's get into it. The first thing is my cat Vent Cowl by An Katan Björg. And I believe that I'll have to find where I was last time. I have knit so much since last time. Ooh, it's hard to remember. Let me just have a look at the screenshot. I need to be able to see myself again. We were right at the cat tongues here. So it's kind of like there's a kitty head and then it's like, sorta. You could pretend anyway. But that's where we were. We were at that burgundy part. And since then we have these little like waves and then more lateral braid. Then we had this lace section, which is gorgeous. And it's kind of it's a color changing yarn, but it does have this fantastic slip stitch thing. Another lateral braid, and then we're starting another cat. But this time it's a black cat. So I don't think that you can tell, but the ears, those are the ears right here. So that'll be the cat. And then the green is the background. And so that was quite a bit. That's quite a bit of knitting, but I only pick this up every once in a while. I don't work on this as much right now just because it is summer. What are you excited about? She's excited about something. I think she saw some DOGS outside earlier and that kind of made her very excited. But that cowl is being knit with just scrap yarns. So that project is actually on hold for a little while until I have some more scraps that I want to use, which actually I have scraps now, so I can use them. And I'm going to show you what I made. A friend of mine is due in September, mid-September. We do not know the gender of the baby, so I got a little bit obsessed with looking at baby patterns over on Ravelry, and oh my goodness, there are so many gorgeous things that I can knit. But I found one that I really like, and it's a free pattern, and if your name is Kira and you're about to have a baby and you don't want to be surprised, I don't think she watches my videos, but if you're watching, please look away because I'm planning on giving this to you after baby is born. It's so cute. It's so cute. Okay, so this is called the berry or baby berry hat. Berry baby hat. It's literally on the first page if you look up baby patterns. This is a pumpkin because why not? I had orange yarn in my stash that I was never going to use, so like this is the perfect thing to use it for. Essentially, this is a roll brim hat. So if you have a newborn, you just roll it up some more until it fits, right? And as they grow, as baby grows, they can roll down the brim and their head can fill it up, right? So they can grow into it like this, and it's really super duper cute. I knit this holding 2 strands of orange yarn. One was, and I don't have them with me, I'm so sorry, but one of them was dyed by Mothie and the Squid in the UK, and the other one was, oh, I'm thinking really hard. I had to take off the thing. The green is a DK weight. The other 2 were fingering. One was Mothie and the Squid. Oh, darn, I should have written it down. Anyway, I held them together to make like a worsted weight or a DK weight. And as you can see, the size of the knits are almost the same as a true DK. And this DK here is a woolen DK, so it is a bit plumper. This one is a green called pear tree, pear something, and this one comes from the Wild Atlantic White, no, I can't remember. It's an Irish company, and I got a whole calendar from them, and I'm so sorry I'm scatterbrained, but the dogs keep barking and my husband keeps coming in and I'm getting off track. I think it's called Wild Atlantic Yarns Company. And I got a calendar from them, a countdown calendar last year from them. So if you want to have a look at my countdown videos from last December, I'm sure you'll see it there. But I think it was called like Pear Tree. And look at that beautiful spiral. Isn't that cool? I think that's really awesome. So I used that for the top. Yeah, I think it looks nice, and I'm so sorry for all the begging. Nice and beautiful, and yeah, perfect. Perfect for a baby. I knit this yesterday. It took me about 3 or 4 hours of being interrupted to get it done, but you know, that's just life, right? However, I did take a picture of Luna wearing the hat, and yeah, super duper cute. She's adorable. All right, so a little bit of life updates from me. First thing is that Luna, as we talked about it last time, Luna had to go to the animal hospital, and they ended up not doing any scans because they realized as soon as she walked in that it was the plate that was in her arm that was being rejected by her body. And so her nervous system was basically trying to shove it out or to get rid of the leg itself. Crazy how that works, right? So he gave us two options. He said we could try to remove the plate and just see how she gets on, or we can amputate the leg. And long story short, we decided to amputate the leg. She never used that leg after the accident, so it didn't really make sense for us to try to do physical therapy again. And we figured she would be faster and healthier without her leg. So I now have a tripod. She's super adorable. Her stitches completely healed. It's already been since the last video. Basically, that was filmed like a few days before she went to the hospital. So it has been a few weeks and she's completely healed. The stitches are taken out. She does have a really nasty like buzz cut around where the leg was. So we're still dressing her up in hoodies and stuff so that other people don't have to like be shook by her baldness and her scar. But it's no longer like the way it was a few days after surgery, right? But she's perfectly fine. Also, we are dog sitting for the next few weeks while our friend, is visiting family in New Zealand. So we have two dogs instead of one at the minute, and that has made working very challenging. Most of the time he's a very, very good dog, and I have no complaints. But sometimes they get really excited, and dogs do what dogs do, right? It's really only during this video that they're really causing any trouble, so I won't complain. But having two dogs instead of one is a big change. It really is. It's a good change, though, I think, for my own mental health. However, strange noises happening outside means dogs get agitated and things like that. And James is trying his very best to get the garden seen to. As I'm filming this, it is Sunday. Sunday, July 24th, and it is the Kerry Galway All Ireland game. So we're getting ready to go to that. And it's very exciting and very, very big here. What else has happened? So I am trying my best to get healthy. And one of the ways that I get healthy is I actually, and this is not sponsored, by the way, I will tell you if something is sponsored. One of the ways that I try to stay on top of my walking and like getting my steps in is by joining virtual challenges using the Conqueror app. And the last challenge that I completed was the first part of a 5-part series concerning Lord of the Rings. And this is my first medal. This is the Shire. And here it is. Here's the medal. I was just sharing this on my Patreon vlog. If you're not over on my Patreon and you'd like to see my weekly vlogs, I go into detail about all kinds of things, but that is the medal. Oh, dear me. I am so sorry. I'm going to wrap it up after this, I promise. So, yes. Inside is the One Ring, and it's got the elven language on the outside, like when it lights up and everything. and it's really cute. And the best part about it is that it actually fits me. I'm sure that those of you who have watched me on Twitch or are watching the vlogs or anything, you're probably sick and tired of me doing this, but it's amazing. They did not give me a size option when I got the metal, so it's not like they knew my size. It just happened to be the perfect size for my finger. And the subsequent, the metals that comes out after these, that ring actually goes into the other metals as well, so you can like play with them sort of and not just show them off. And in case you're wondering, I have more than one. I'll show you the other ones I have. I have the Ring of Kerry metal, because I live on the Ring of Kerry and it's a gorgeous piece. I also have the Romantic Road. This is a German one. This was the longest one I've done so far. At, how long was it? 431 kilometers. That's 268 miles. And then I also did, the shortest one I did was Mount Fuji, but I was in love with this badge. Like this is such a beautiful, gorgeous piece of art. This was only 46 kilometers, 76 miles. So I have quite a few medals, and I'm proud of myself that I actually accomplished them. It's very easy to do if you have a Fitbit or something like that. But again, I'm not sponsored. I just really enjoy doing them. And I don't mind paying for the medals because it's kind of like, I like to collect things anyway, but when I can collect things of my achievements, that's even better. I'm trying to think if there's anything else, but I think that I better wrap this up and go because I just keep getting interrupted, and I think that Sunday is not a good day for me to film these videos, but it was worth a shot. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope that you're all doing well. Again, if you've decided that you'd like to subscribe, I would really, really love to see you again. I appreciate all of your comments and you know, your thoughtful words and everything that you've been giving me so far, all of your support. I really appreciate it. If you are, and here comes Cosmo, if you would also, I said that there was going to be more than one giveaway in this video, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to offer you the $10 gift card to Creative Poppy so that you can get yourself a cross stitch kit, well, cross stitch pattern of Barber Ana's if you would like, or you could use it on anything on the website. And then that way we could all stitch it together. So if you want to stitch with me the Santa, the Dove, and the Key, just leave me a comment. Make sure that you filled in that Happy Mail form. You must be 18 years old or older to enter. These giveaways are never associated with YouTube ever, and you must use the word poppy. So the first one was prairie, and the second one is poppy. You can go for both, but you can only win one. So good luck, everyone, on this little giveaway. There's so much more that I wanted to talk to you about, but I'm gonna have to make a list for next time. That's the Michelle thing. Whoosh, whoosh. Thanks again for spending time with me today. I hope that you all have a wonderful day, a wonderful week ahead, and I will see you soon in my next video. Take care, everyone. Bye!